On December 5, 1945, 5 U.S. Navy torpedo bombers, known as Flight 19, took off from the Naval Air Station in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It was supposed to be a routine training mission, a simple triangular flight path over the Atlantic Ocean. The weather was fair, the sea calm. But within hours, Flight 19 would vanish without a single trace. The mission leader was Lieutenant Charles C. Taylor, an experienced pilot. The plan was straightforward: fly east from Florida to the Bahamas, then north and back west to the base. But about 90 minutes into the flight, something began to go terribly wrong. Radio messages from Flight 19 soon revealed confusion. Taylor's voice came over the airwaves, calm but puzzled. He reported that his compass wasn't working properly, and the entire formation seemed unsure of their location. They thought they were over the Florida Keys, but their descriptions didn't match. The strange part? Both of Taylor's compasses, primary and backup, had failed. Ground control urged them to turn west toward the mainland, but Taylor believed they were heading in the wrong direction. The pilots, trained to follow their commander's orders, stayed with him. As time passed, the weather began to change. Clouds gathered. The sea became rough. Then came the chilling transmission. "We can't be sure of our position. The ocean doesn't look like it should." Minutes later, everything looks strange. Even the ocean. "We can't be sure of any direction. All instruments are gone." Search and rescue aircraft were scrambled. One of them, a massive PBM Mariner flying boat, also vanished without a trace during the search, with 13 crew members on board. Now there were 6 aircraft missing in one day. For the next 5 days, more than 300 boats, planes, and ships scoured the waters from Florida to the Bahamas. Not a single piece of wreckage was found. No oil slicks, no floating debris, nothing. The Navy's official report could not determine a definitive cause. Some believe that Taylor's navigational error combined with bad weather led them far out to sea until they ran out of fuel. Others pointed to the possibility of mechanical failure in multiple aircraft at once, though this was considered highly unlikely. And then there were the theories. The Bermuda Triangle, a loosely defined area of the Atlantic between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, had already been linked to other mysterious disappearances. Enthusiasts claimed Flight 19 might have been pulled into some kind of magnetic anomaly, a time warp, or even taken by extraterrestrials. Skeptics dismissed these as myths, pointing out that navigation and weather errors were enough to explain the loss. Yet decades later, the mystery endures. How could 5 planes and a search aircraft simply vanish in one afternoon, leaving behind no physical evidence in such a heavily traveled area? And why did the pilots' instruments fail all at once? Today, the story of Flight 19 is one of the most famous unsolved aviation mysteries in history. Every year, new theories emerge, but none can fully explain the chilling radio calls, the failed compasses, or the complete absence of wreckage. What really happened that day in the Bermuda Triangle? We may never know. And perhaps that's what keeps the story alive, an unsolved puzzle floating somewhere between the known and the unknown, whispered by the waves of an endless sea.